All right, Simon, we're almost out of time, but I want to give you just a second to manifest something. I already manifested mine, so we did that, but manifest an idea for us.
Yeah, why can't stuff read my email more in a really secure way? So you've got lots of purchasing cards that will, like Ramp is famous for this. Like if you get a receipt and it is sent to your personal email address, they have that really cool thing where you can just forward it directly to Ramp. You don't have to forward it to your work email to forward it to Ramp. All right, cool. That's intelligent. I like that, but that just for all of the crap that comes into all of my emails. So I there's a bunch of financial things and finance adjacent things around the house, around getting work done on the house, around the car, around insurance. So this is almost like building up to the family P&L, as it were. It's like what's the low-hanging fruit, which is Gmail actually automatically does a pretty good job when you get a flight, when you get other things. It will try and automatically just prompt that into your calendar. Would you like to add this to your calendar? I do think it would come from the tech firms or the email providers or something like that. But I think there's an opportunity for an API. Email is underloved. Help me get the most out of my emails, because I spend so much of my time on the search function figuring out how that goes into a spreadsheet to go to my accountant to figure out what's next. But it's all sitting right there. So like, what's the platform I connect to all of that starts to put all of the pieces together? Like, with large language models, it's entirely possible to do more semantic search and to start putting these pieces together, right?
Yeah.
Like this is doable. And can you tell I'm in pain with admin right now? Does it show at all?
It definitely shows itself, and I feel you, man. I mean, it's funny. I wrote a piece a while ago where I was talking about like different visions of what a bank account could look like, and one of the ones I asked for was like, could I have an email-based bank account, right? Where it's like, my email inbox, which is actually a combined email inbox across however many different email accounts I have, that is like that is the dashboard of my life, right? To your point, like almost everything flows through there. Like bills flow through there, things about the house, tax stuff, scheduling stuff, flights, like everything flows through there. And it's probably one of the great failures of Google, I think in particular, that with the lead they had with Gmail, they never built like an email-based intelligence dashboard for your life, apart from a few things like flights and other things. But like, I want that experience that they do where they pull out details for flights. I want that for everything. And to your point, there's a huge amount of finance. Like, I need reminders on bills that come in through email where like, why, like as an example, why is it where I get a notification for a bill in my email, I have connected my bank account and there's open banking. Why can't I have some service that links the two together where it goes, hey, you have this bill that we know about because you got it via email. We also know that you haven't paid this biller through any of your checking accounts or credit cards, which means that based on the timing, you're probably overdue in paying this bill and you might have forgotten about it. Like, why can't someone solve that for me?
And I want two-factor authentication on that. I want tokenization. I want this based in the device. Like,
yes,
it's interesting that Apple's building a large language model, right? So and Google's doing a lot around the Tensor chips to start to build the large language model into Android, so it sits inside the physical device more and more. Data privacy is going to really matter with this stuff, because once I open Pandora's box to my emails, like boom, you kind of got everything.
That's right.
So we manage that carefully. We have YubiKeys. We have all of the two-factor authentication in there. That aside, it's all sitting there.
It's right there.
I actually spent one of the other projects besides creating like a set of slides over paternity was playing with ChatGPT to try and write some Python code to just try, and Zapier to try and start making some of this work. I was building my own little agent in ChatGPT.
Oh, sure.
Work some of the time was a bit clunky. Like kind of got a little version going, the problem is it's like just the amount of use cases that you have to blast through. I need to like take a month off and do just that to go build this thing. And even then, you know, like I'm a tinker, a hobbyist, it wouldn't be done properly. But it really frustrates me when it's entirely possible. It's sitting right there. All of the data's there. I know how to build this thing. I'm sitting there trying to build this thing because I'm so annoyed by it. And that is just there for the taking. So yeah, that's
it absolutely
I'm manifesting.
is. Okay, well, I love that. That's a great one to end on. As Simon just referenced briefly, if there's anyone listening who hasn't read his 2023 slide deck on the state of fintech and where everything is at, make sure you carve out some time to do that. It's amazing. And Simon, you are amazing. Thank you so much for joining. We're so happy to have you back full time in the fintech ecosystem, and can't wait to do this again.
Cannot wait to do it again. But another shout out to Jared. Did an amazing job. Let's do this again soon.
Awesome. Sounds great. Thank you, sir.
Stay classy.